like, I was thinking about just the characters this option, or the options this character has. It's like, Pac-Man really has like
Dude, the
top tier disadvantage, top tier ledge trapping, top tier boxing. His dash attack is one of the best in the game, in a game of no approach options.
I know. Like,
It's crazy.
Pac-Man is really good. And he just has so much access to so many tools, like the bonus fruit. He has so many different projectiles that he can use from, gaining varying all the way from stunning your foes to just killing them outright. Pac-Man's bonus fruit is just like absolutely insane. But it looks like Tomoya not doing a bad job of just keeping all of Pac-Man's options at bay by just boxing with him up close.
Yeah, I can't believe we're talking about top tiers, but we're bringing up Pac-Man while Mythra's on the screen.
Yeah, we haven't even discussed Pyra Mythra yet.
Like, that character is ridiculous. Like,
I know.
Like, I wonder how this matchup could go, because I can see, like, I could very easily see, like, Pyra, you know, dealing with, like, Hydrant better than Mythra. Like, with Mythra, I can see it taking a few hits to really get rid of it. But the thing is, like, Pyra, she just has such a trouble, like, she has so much troubles approaching. You know, and I think that's kind of being showcased right now.
Yeah.
Even if he pops down a Hydrant, and it's kind of easy for... Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, well...
It's kind of easy for Pyra to get rid of Hydrant. She can't really deal with bonus fruits.
Yeah, it's
man.
yeah.
Oh,
and dude, Bell is so freaking good. Like, and now he's got a Galaga out, that wasn't even optimal, and that was 34% right there.
Yeah. Galaga, every combo tool we complain about, Galaga does more damage.
I know. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like,
yeah.
And it's a projectile too. That's the thing.
Yeah. You can throw it, catch it, and then bam, you suddenly have an out of shield option that does, 50 damage.
I know.
If you're really optimal with it.
Like, it's absolutely crazy how good this character is, and
that's crazy.
Oh, but he misses it. It looks like Tomoya is just struggling to kill right now, and you can see that with the frustration in his face after SDing that stock.
Yeah, I think he only hit that F tilt because it hit the Hydrant, so it made the hitbox last longer.
Mm-hmm. Extended hitbox are so useful sometimes.
Yeah, I really wonder, how do you assess it after this? Because he seems like a very, like, Pyra forward player.
Yeah,
I wonder, like, against the game of zoners and not approaching, like, that can be kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, that's just not going to work most of the time. It's not even zoners. There's just so many characters in this game that you have to be ready for any type of playstyle to deal with. Because pretty much whatever playstyle you can think of, there's going to be a character in the cast that fits that role.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like Charizard for Pokemon Trainer or whatever,
right. Yeah.
Good luck with your set.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we got some solo commentary going on. So what I was talking about with Charizard, it's like, I'm just saying it because it's an older character, but we had like Sharpie-Zard and other Smash 4 Charizards that really tried to stick with just Zard in Smash 4. But with Ultimate, it seems like, you either got to switch to those faster characters that can actually deal with this camping, such as Pac-Man, or kind of get messed up. Oh, sorry. You're good. So yeah, we're moving on to game 2. I'm wondering how he's going to assess, is he going to play a little more Mythra? Stuff like that, because bonus fruits just seem really hard to deal with. It's like, oh, you go attack the Hydrant, oh, you get a apple or whatever thrown at you. Oh, you go try to mess with him, the Hydrant's in the way. It can be really obnoxious to deal with, especially with the characters with really low airspeed like Pyra. Yeah, so Houdini's already trying to put up these walls and just like, get his fruit going and get his chip damage. Like Pac-Man's really good at just like, he doesn't, we're complaining about like, what do old players complain about? We complain about like Rob combos. We complain about like Joker fair one into whatever he feels like that day. But Pac-Man just gets like more so chip damage than these like ridiculous combos. But Tomoya has done such a great job, you know, like playing a little more Mythra, and now he gets to approach and really just like get in Houdini's face and just like see what happens. And so far it's working really well. Because even though Mythra isn't the safest out of shield, she just has so much range. Or she isn't the safest on shield. She just has so much range that, like, you know, if a pack wants to up B or nair or fair out of shield, she doesn't really, like, care about it. And she can just, like, momentum swing so much harder than Pyra. Like, Pyra has those hard, like, individual hits, but Mythra can just hold advantage for what feels like years. Yeah, he's doing just a good job, like, covering his options, covering his landings. I'm wondering how his heart feels like seeing the Pyra come out. Is he, because me being a Greninja player, I'm like, oh yeah, Pyra's coming out. Oh yeah, I'm sweeping. But again, with Pac-Man, with the little more like individual hits kind of character, I can see it being a bit of a struggle. Yeah, like he just tried to throw that key, but he was a little too late. And this character's frame data can just be so like hard to deal with, especially when you're from behind, because it's like, oh, they're on Mythra, okay, they're faster than you unless you're crazy privileged, and they got better frame data, better range than you, and then they switch to Pyra, and all of a sudden, oh, Charizard mode. They just mess you up out of nowhere. But this seems like almost a complete like inverse of game 1, because it's just, last time it was Houdini just holding neutral so easily with like bonus fruits and, you know, all the pack stuff, and this time it just seems like Tomoya is doing a great job just keeping him on the ledge and just kind of like going in and reading his options when needed. Oh, I think that was up smash %, but I don't think he was confident in it. But either way, it ended up with the up air from all the way downtown. 3 miles away. So yeah, so we had pretty much like interchanging games where they kind of messed each other up, so it's always entertaining to see where the game 3 is going to go. I always feel like if you mess your opponent up game 1 and they mess you up game 2, it's going to be the closest game 3 of your life. Alrighty. If I'm not tweaking, I believe he started Pyra game 1. It's really good to see him starting Mythra game 2, just seeing that, like, seeing how that works out. So they're on town now, so, you know, that's an interesting option. I don't quite know, like, what are, like, the rankings of the stage for each character, but like, when I'm envisioning this, I'm just seeing a Pyra F-tilt killing Pac-Man off ledge at, like, 90. And that sounds ridiculous in my books. Ooh, but that can be tough. Okay. I guess he was reading an air dodge in, which I don't necessarily mind, but I don't know. I feel like he could have gotten a little more off of that. Yeah, now he's just trying to camp him out with these side Bs, because it's so hard to deal with, just like, she throws the side B and then shields. Like, what do you do? And apparently you hold Bell and just see what happens. That's one really stupid thing about Galaga to me, is you can just toss it off stage, catch it, and now you got your combo starter, man. Like how I was talking about game 1, you know? You just throw that, all of a sudden they're at, you know, 30, 50 damage. Depending how optimal you are. Heck, you might even be able to get more, you know? Just hold advantage. And Pac-Man's, like, really good at that. But right now, he's just... I don't think he's, like, necessarily, like, you know, changing his play style that much. He's just adapted a little since game 3. And, you know, he's getting read a little less. and it's working out really well for him. But Tomoya, like game or stock 1 was a bit of just like he just got washed stock 1, but right now it's seeming like pretty even. Like this is up, be out of shield, and he's dead, and he can make this come back pretty easily, especially on Mythra. This is like one meaty neutral win from Mythra can net like 60, 80 damage, even though it's not like one insane combo like what Pyra might do to you or whatever. It's just the fact that, you know, she's faster, she's got more range, but Houdini's taking another stock with that F smash, you know, one of Pac-Man's best tools. One thing that's crazy about Pac-Man to me is just like how he doesn't have to care about like stage positioning as much as others. You know, like if I'm cornered, I'm like scared for my life. But Pac-Man, he just seems to like he's just chilling over there. Like he doesn't care that he's off stage right now. He'll reversal you and whatever he wants. Oh, he's trying to go for the footstool. He's trying to make those, like, big damage moves to try to get this game back. Because, you know, game two, if he could destroy him, then who says he can't right now? But this is definitely looking tough for him, especially with Houdini with another bell in hand, you know. That's one of the crazy parts, you know. If the F smash doesn't kill from the first one, you'll have another one by the time they're back on stage, so... Yeah, that's it. That was a great game 3. It was just a good showcase of, you know, like, game 1, Houdini just kind of... I don't want to say the